going to do 4. We have 4 on the abacus. We have 4 on the abacus. I want to add another 4. We are not going to memorize. We're not going to memorize and be math illiterate. Oh my God, that was brilliant. Why? Because what happened? I was watching this one movie called The Truth About Reading, and they talk about illiterate people and how like they were just like, what are they doing? They just didn't know how to read. And what they did is they memorized like certain things in order to understand. And then they had to like fumble their way through and these people were like super rich. And yeah, they were illiterate. And I'm like, how is that possible? Anyways, so that's where that came from. We're not going to be math illiterate. We're not going to memorize what this is. What we're going to do is we're going to understand how to add. So if I want to add the 4, guess what? I have this 5. I'm going to give you this 5 nickel, this 5 cents. This 5 cents is a little bit too much. I'm going to expect change back. So now I'm going to take away the change. Guess what? I can show you on the abacus. I can add the 5 and can take away the 1. So my final answer is now 8. Does that make sense? How are we doing? I'm feeling illiterate. Don't feel illiterate. I'm teaching you. If you just follow it, right? Just open your mind. Ray Move or Alfred Hitchcock? No, actually, Total Recall with Arnold Schwarzenegger. I love Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's like the greatest. I grew up with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was great. So, Farrell, if you look, we're going to do it again. We're going to have 2 on the abacus. When we have 2 on the abacus, what we're going to do is we're going to add the 4. We're not going to memorize we're not going to memorize, doubles minus 2. We're not going to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to understand how to make a 5. When we make a 5, we know that these are the 2 pairs. I want to add 4. What we're going to do is we're going to look at our add-in. Can I add the 4? No. But how do I do it? I can utilize this 5. Oh, I need 2, right? I need 2. And I'm going to give you my 5 cents. This is like change. We know, right? We've done this before. I'm going to give you my change. That's too much. I'm going to take away the 1. So what I just did, I could do it again on the abacus. I can add the 5 and I can take away the 1. So my final answer is now 6. So this is a very visual way to see math. And that's it. So we can do, yes, Cody. Yes. So if I have 7, right? If I have 7, now you see that there's a number pattern. When I want to minus the 4, I want to take away the 1, take away the 5, and I will add the 1. My final answer is 3. Does that make sense? Thank you, Maker Gamey. Yes. So now we see there's a number pattern. When I add the 4 and I can take away the 4, I can add the 4, I can take away the 4. So now we have a number pattern. Right? We're seeing it. Does that make sense? Visual, right? Oh my God. This is awesome, right? I didn't expect to see him. We can do it again. We have another one we can do. We can do the 3. When we do the 3, it's the same thing. I have 3 on the abacus, but we need to know the partner of 3. When we know the partner of 3, what are we going to do? Can I get help with the time, with time? I can get help with time. So what are we going to do? We're going to add the 3. But that's too much. I'm going to give you my 5 cents. That's too much. What happens? I'm going to need to take away the 2. I need to give an exchange. So what happens is what? I'm going to add, oh, I forgot to add it. So I've added 3. I want to give you the 5. I can show it on the abacus. I add the 5 and I take away the 2. And then my final answer is now 6. Thank you, Maker Gamey. So we could do it again. We could do it again. Let's do 4. We do 4 on the abacus. We do 4 on the abacus, right? I have 3, but guess what? My partner of 3 is what? 2. What does that mean? I can add the 5, right? That's too much, but I can do it. I can add my 5. That's too much. I got to change it. I got to get some change. And then what happens? I got to take away the 2. So my final answer is 7. I can show you on my abacus. I add the 5 and then I take away the 2. My final answer is 7, right? I did not expect to learn something in my doom scrolling. Right? Somebody in one of my lives says, in 2025, I did not have it as part of my bucket list. So adding and subtracting the five becomes important for toddlers for the most part. Yes. Actually, it's not just toddlers. It's like everybody who wants to learn abacus. Right. So what we're doing is we're understanding a core concept. We're understanding how to do it. So obviously, if I know how to add, I will know how to subtract. I know how to add, I will subtract. So if I take away the 3, I'm going to take away the 3. I take away the 5, but I add the 2. So that's why we need to know how to subtract and we need to know how to add. When we had subtract, we will learn how to add. And hey, Jose! Right? So that's what we're doing is we're understanding the fundamental concepts. I wish my daughter was awake to watch this. She's 8. She could do great. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm also on in the mornings too. So I'm trying to get on in like 8 Pacific Standard Time, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So she can if she wants to, or you can teach her. It's up to you too. Right? My goal is that people learn and it will spread. That's my hope. My hope is that the abacus is the greatest thing next to sliced bread, and I hope everybody sees it. All right, so that's what we're doing. And you can do it again with 2, but 2 doesn't have a lot of numbers, right? Because if we did this, 2, the question is, do I have enough? Yeah, I have enough. I don't need to do formulas. So that's why abacus gives you a restraint. Because of the restraint, right? I learned like 5 minutes ago, so I'll let you teach her. But here, when we're doing it, we're understanding we have enough. It doesn't matter, right? Hi, Dean. Hi, King Dean. So, right, it doesn't matter. We have enough, so we don't need to use our formula. But this is where we need to use a formula. Here, if I have the 3, do I have any beads? No, I don't have any more to add. So if I have 3 on my abacus, I have 3 pennies. I don't have any more singles. I have no more beads. So what do? I have this 5 that I can utilize. But guess what? It's too much. So I need to exchange. I need to do change and take away the 3. So that I could do it again on the abacus. I can add the 5 and take away the 3. And then I can do it again with the 4. The 4 is the same thing. And what we're doing is we're compounding our information. We're compounding our knowledge. We have 4 on the abacus. And what did they say? It was I had this really great quote. I want to add the 2. When I add the 2, I can utilize the 5. Because I utilize the 5, that's too much. I need to have change back. I need to take away the 3. So my final answer is 6. So I show you on my abacus, I add the 5 and I take away the 3. So this is a core concept that I'm teaching, and hopefully that you can translate it to real school work. But the thing is in school, they just give you a bunch of numbers. But in abacus, we're very specific, right? When you add the 2, can you do it? We want to look at the add-in. The thing is to add the add-in, to understand the add-in. Yes, thank you, King Dean, right? And so as a toddler, you can't see it, but as a toddler, what I did is I added 5 cats in a tree. So they may not understand money. So what I did is I have 5 cats in a tree. If I have 4 on my abacus, can I add 2? No, I go to the 5 cats in the tree and I use my hand and I need to go to the 5 cats in the tree. So I go to the 5 cats in the tree, but that's too much. I grab 2 cats, 3 cats run away. So 3 cats run away. That's what I did. And so that's why I used 5 cats in a tree. And so my final answer is now 6. That's what I did. Is it 8? No, it's not 8. I don't think that's 8. I'm not sure where you are, King Dean. Is it 8? No, this is 6. 5, 6. This is the 5, and then you add the 1. It is now 6. And then what happens? 1 doesn't have a lot of numbers. 1, you just see 4, right? So if I do 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1, that's 2. It doesn't matter, right? 2, if I have 2 plus 1, do I have enough? Yeah, I have enough. Right? It becomes 3. If I have 3, right? If I have 3, can I add the 1? Yes, I can add the 1. So I'm just going to add the 1. That's easy. But now this is when I have to use it. If I have 4 on my abacus, I have no more room for 1. What do? I need to give you my 5 cents, but guess what? Now I take the whole thing. If I give you my 5 cents, I'm going to take the whole thing, right? I can show you on my abacus. If I add the 1, I need to plus the 5 and take away the 4. That's what I did. Yep. Cool. How are we doing? Make sense? Thank you everybody for joining. So that's a little bit. I mean, we could do more. So now I could show you how it scales, right? We learned how to, it's so simple. These single digits, it's so simple. That's great. That's great. Now we're comfortable. We can do 2 digits. What? 2 digits? Yeah, you can do 2 digits. How do we do it? Well, let's see. Let's see. We have 26. We know what 26 is, right? Because we were practicing how to read the abacus. We have 20, we have 6. And then what are we going to do? We're going to add 32. When I add 32, what? I need to add the 3 to this column. That's what I'm doing. I'm adding 3 to this column. What does that mean? Can I add the 3? No. What do I do? Guess what? What do we use? What is the formula that we need to do when we add the 3? Do you remember? All I have to do is I have to add the thing, have to add the 5, right? Quiet. Shh. So we have, what are we doing? We add the 2. We want to add the 3. I'm going to add the 5. Remember, I add the 5, and then I take away the 2 because I'm trying to add the 3. I could show you on my abacus. I want to add the 5, and I take away the 2. And then what are we going to do? We're going to add the 2. Can we add the 2? Can we add the 2? Yes, we can. So we're going to add the 2. So my final answer is 58. 58. Make sense? So now what do we do? Now we know, because we have this concept of how to make a 5, right? It translates to all digits. Right? Thank you, King. Thank you, King Dean. So now it translates to all the digits. We can do it again. We'll do 3 digits. What? 3 digits? Yeah, it'll be easy. I'll show you. I'll show you. So we have 283. And then we're going to add 511. We don't need to make friendly numbers. We just need to see if we can add it. Can we add the 5? Yes, I'm going to add the 5. Can I add the 1? Yes, I can add the 1. Can I add another 1? Yes, I can add another 1. I just added 511. So my final answer is 794. And that's what I did. 794, right? And I'll write the answer. 794. Easy? Simple to use, easy to understand. So this was about figuring out what our add-ins are. This is why it's critical to understand when we have our add-ins. When the numbers get bigger, we need to know our add-ins, right? We don't need to know what the result is, right? We need to know our add-ins. And this is why. Yes, it is. Okay, great. So here's another question. Let's do a bigger question. Let's do that one. So when we do that one, okay, we have our number. We have 10,000, 13,000, right? 578. Oh my goodness. That's a big number. Yeah, but we're going to see it. We will see it. Now you can see. Oh, I should get the Lego one, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to add 2. We're going to add 2. Oh, wait. I did that wrong. There we go. We add 2. We're going to add 2 to the 1. Can you add 2? Yes, I'm going to add the 2. Now we're going to add the 4. Can we add the 4? Yes, we can add the 4. Remember how to add the 4? We would add the 5, and we need to take away the 1. We did this before, right? So what are we going to do? We're going to add the 5 and then take away the 1. And then we're going to add the 3. Can we add the 3? Yes, we can. We add the 3. And then we move it to 7. Can we add the 1? Yes, we can add the 1. And then we can add another 1. So my final answer is 37,889. Yes, Cody, let's do that. So we're understanding. We can, but let's go one more step if that's okay. 30. No, Dean, it is not 3388. It's 37,000 because it's 567 800 5678 5678 and then 9. Does that make sense, King? So let me put a pin in that. Let me find my. So The reason why is because we need to do a little more than just we need to understand how to make a 10 as well now. So let me put a pin in that, Cody, if that's okay. So we do 168 plus 489. The reason why is because there's a little bit more to that. I understand now. Uh-oh, sorry. Try again. Come on. Reload. Sorry, I'm dealing with problems. Uh-oh. There we go. Nope. Okay, let's continue on. Okay, so we add, okay, we're going to go to the next one. So the next one is what? There we go. There we go. We're back. We're back. We're back. Oh, I was wondering. Yes, that's what we're doing. We're going to do the tens. Why? So, what are we doing? We're doing the tens. Plus the 10. 5. There we go. 10. There we go. All right. So we're going to do our tens. I don't know if you guys can see that. This is what we're doing. We're going to start doing is we're going to start carrying on. Yeah, I was wondering about that. Yeah, it gets really interesting. And the thing is I will tell you the secret after we understand all of this. There's a secret to everything, but I will tell you towards the end. So we're going to start with 8, right? What we're going to do is we're going to start with 8. We're going to add the 8, but guess what? We're going to do 7. We have 7 on the app. It's 5, 6, 7. We know how to do 7. All right, fine. Let's do 7. We know what it looks like. Okay. Now, guess what? I want to add the 8 again. This is the add-in. The add-in is the 8. Because the add-in is the 8, what am I going to do? That's too much. I don't have any. I'm sorry. I don't have any beads to add the 8. Guess what? I can give you 10 cents. But if I give you 10 cents, right? What's the partner of 8? To make an 8 is 2. So what do? I need to do some. This is the concept. I have 8 plus 2 is equal to 10. I need to modify it, right? I'm going to power it up. When I power it up, I isolate the variable. 8 is equal to 10 minus 2. So remember I had my 10 cents. So I have my 10 cents, that's too much. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take away 2. So my final answer is 15. I can do it again on the abacus. I add the 10. That's too much. I need to take away the 2. I can give you 10 cents. Got me. That's what we're doing. That's it. That is it. So we can do it again. I have 4 cents on the abacus. I have 4 cents. I need to add 8. To add the 8, I have 10 cents. Minus the 2. I have 10 cents. And I take away 2. My final answer is 12. I can show you my abacus. I add 10 cents. 1, 0. Take away the 2. My final answer is 12. WWE, welcome back. Welcome back. It's been so long. I actually finally published my book. So I have that one book and now I'm just waiting for it to be published. It takes 3 days for it to be published and then I can start bringing it into my TikTok shop. Surprise! I am surprised. Yeah, I'm trying to get another book out. Oh my gosh. I'm going to do it again tomorrow morning. I'm going to do it again. I'm just going to go through my questions and get some answers. Okay, so whatever the number that you'll subtract is a 10 and subtract the 1 from the ones. Yes, I'll try to. Thank you so much, WWE. I appreciate that. It's up to you. It's up to you. I'm happy that people are enjoying the abacus. Okay, I'm sorry, Cody. So whatever number that is, you'll subtract from 10 and then subtract from the ones column. Yes. Yes, exactly. 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 So we have our 9. So here's the 9. I want to add the 8. And it's the same thing. I can do it again with the 7, right? So if I have 9, I want to add 9 to my abacus. I have 7. What do? I add the 10, I minus the 3. I add the 10 and I minus the 3. I can do it again. What happens is me and my friend are going to go to Coral Winds tomorrow. I don't know what Coral Winds is. So there's a whole slew of partners, and we're teaching the kids the partners of 10. So when we look, we have not 6 and 4, 9 and 1, 8 and 2, and 5 and 5. 5 and 5 is the best because it's so easy, right? Because if I have 7, I want to add the 5. What do? I have to add the 10, take away the 5. Add the 10, take away the 5, and my final answer is 12. I don't know what Coral Winds is, WWE. So, so did that make sense? So we're teaching the kids this. So we're what we're doing is we're powering it up. We're powering it up. And what are we going to do? It's spelled Carol Winds, but it's spelled Coral Winds. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Let me let my dog out because she's really bothering me. Hold, please. What? What? That's the last time I'm going to let you in. Go. All right. I'm back. I'm back. So, does that make sense? Carowinds. Oh, interesting. Okay, Carowinds. It's almost like a caramel and caramel. I don't know why people say caramel. All right. So, does that make sense with the plus tens? So when we're looking, right, and that's what this book is. This book is specifically about carrying one. And then you'll notice that now you'll look it up and Google it when yeah, I will. So when this is about adding the tens, and then obviously when you add the tens, you can subtract the tens. Now, let's take it one step further. We kind of know what? That's the secret. The secret is if you know how to add the 5 and you know how to add the 10, you can scale this at anything. Anything you want to add and subtract, now it becomes scalable. Now, we have that one question that Cody mentioned. Cody mentioned a question. This is going to get a little hairy. Why? Because now what we're going to do is we're going to substitute stuff. Does that make sense? So it's going to get a little hairy. I'm going to pick this up on Friday for my daughter. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, but bear with me on this one. And I will take it slow because why? Now what we're going to do is we're going to Tetris our information. We understand how to make a 5. We understand how to make a 10. But you'll notice that 4, right? There's 2 4s. There's 2 3s, 2 1s. So this is what we're going to start doing is we're going to start Tetrising our way through. Bear with me. I will take it slow. So if I want to add 168, we have 168. And now what we're going to do? We're going to add 489. When I had 489 is what? Add the 4. We know how to add the 4. We know how to add the 4. Remember how to add the 4? I want to plus the 4. I'm going to do plus the 4 is equal to plus the 5 minus 1. Oh, I should do my little flippy things. Right? I want to add the 4. I'm going to plus the 5 minus the 1. I'm going to plus the 5 minus the 1. Now what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the 8. This is where it gets a little hairy. Why? Because there's not enough. 8 is equal to plus the 10 minus 2. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to plus the 10 minus 2. Plus the 10 minus the 2. Plus the 10 minus the 2. I'm going to add the 10. I'm going to minus the 2. This gets a little hairy. Why? Because obviously we've jumped through and I've only been on for 45 minutes, but understand that these are fundamentals that we need to understand. So when we minus the 2, what are we doing? Now this is called a two-step equation. We are now entering in the idea of beginning algebra. We want to minus the 2, but I can't do it. I cannot take away the 2. So what do? I want to minus the 2 is equal to what? Minus the 5 plus the 3. This is again a formula that we need to memorize before. So I'm going to minus the 5 plus the 3. And then I'm going to plus the 9. Right? If I can plus the 9 is what? Plus the 9 is equal to plus the 10 minus 1. So I'm going to plus the 10 minus the 1. So let's minus the 1, and now we're going to plus the 10. When we add the 10, Can we do it? We don't, but we remember when I want to add the 10, it's the same thing as 1. 1, 0, 1. When I add the 1, what am I going to do? I'm going to add the 1 here. 1, 0. Add the 1, can't do it. So what I'm going to do, plus the 5 minus 4. I'm going to plus the 5 minus the 4. So my final answer is 657. No, the other way, WWE. In addition on the abacus, yeah. So it's right? Yeah. 657. It gets a little hairy. The reason why is because now we're doing two-step equations. Two-step equations is very common in algebra. So the kids will actually start learning how to do two-step equations. So when you go into algebra, it'll be easy. But yeah, oh good. But though, I don't do questions like this right now because people get a little bit scared. But if you understand it, there's an actual workflow. Every step there's a workflow. So when we look, we have to check here. When we check, oh no, that's wrong. When we check, there's a whole workflow. Can I add the 4? Yes or no. Can I add the 5? Yes or no. So here, right, the steps are important. Exactly. When you start skipping steps, you're going to start delaying everything, right? So here, let's do a simpler question. I want to add the 4, right? When we add the 7, I want to add the 4. Can I add it? No, I don't have any beads to add the 4. So we go down here. The question is, can I add the 5? Can I add more 5? No, I cannot add another 5. That takes me to this one. I need to add the 4 here. Plus the 10 minus the 6. I will plus the 10, take away the 6. So my final answer is 11. You took that very slowly, which was very good. Hey, miracles! Okay, good, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. Miracles knows that I talk very fast, but I'm trying to take it slower, right? Because I understand that I've been teaching abacus for 20 years, and seeing this for the first time gets a little daunting. But again, understand that this is a process. We go one step at a time. I'm just giving you a fire hose. I'm just fire hosing everything. The colors mean nothing. Thank you, seventh power. So if I do this one, just move the brown bead. It's all about the positioning. The top bead is always going to be 5. The bottom bead, always value of 1. So when we're looking, we do 1. Where's my coins? We do 1, like 1 penny, 1 cent. 1, so that's 2, right? 2 cents. We have 3, 3 cents. We have 4, 4 cents. When I do 5, this always be 5 no matter what. This is always 5 cents. This is always 5. The value of 5. This is always value of 5. We do 6, that's 6. We do 7, that's 7. We do 8, that's 8. And we do 9, that's 9. That's it. And then 10. 10 is just 10 cents, 1 and a 0. So I have my thing. So here we have this, right? We have our place value. We have our ones, our tens, our hundreds, our thousands, and our 10,000. I need a certificate of completion after this life. I should send you a little professional development, right? I should. I should totally, like, if you guys want a certificate, I will send you. Just give me a link and I'll send it over. I think that's $10. It is $10, but the idea was to relate the value. But you're right. It is $10. I don't. Yeah. I mean, 10 cents would be this, right? Because this is our ones and then our decimals. But I'm not taking the value, like the place values. I wanted to show the amount, if that makes sense, right? So when we're doing it, we have our ones, we have our decimal, then our tenths and our hundreds. So now we can do decimals on the abacus. You can choose any one of these dots, right? Remember, that's what it is. Depending on how big your number is, you can choose the dot that you want, just like a Pokemon. It doesn't matter. You just need to choose one. Okay, how are we doing? How are we doing? So when we're looking, right, when we talk about place values, we can do 20, right? 20, 25. Hey, Tammy, I was trying to do this sort of problem in the morning. I realized I wasn't there for it yet. No, what's your question? Let's do it together. You were trying to do the 3-digit one? That's kind of big. This one's kind of big. I mean, we could do it again if you want to, but what do you have a specific question? I'm actually enjoying the abacus. Oh yeah, I was practicing it. Oh, fantastic. Yes. Okay. So we'll do it. Nope. Okay, we'll do it again. We'll do it again. Why is this interesting? This is interesting because it's the two step. So let's take it again. Let's do it again. Oh, I forgot my answer. Oh, I can't put the user in timeout. All right. So we're gonna do it again. Let's do it again. Let me have better colors. Let's see if we do better colors, right? So the question is 168, right? Plus 489. I have one. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do, 168. Let's go slow. Two step is yes. Okay, let's go slow. Let's go slow. I have 168. Which one do you want to start with? Do you want to start with 9 or do you want to start with 4? That's another thing, right? That's the other thing. Sorry. We'll start with the 9. I thought top 1 is, I thought top is 6. Yeah, so this is 5. This is 6. Oh, sorry. There we go. You're right. There we go. You're right. So 168. Yeah. Let's start 9 first, and then we'll do it the other way. Okay? So we'll add the 9. Add the 9. What do we do? What is our formula to add the 9? Add the 9 is plus the 10 minus the 1. I'm a good student. I should learn. Oh, yeah. No, thank you. I appreciate it because, I'm, yes, thank you. I appreciate that. I want to add the 9. We're going to do this first, right? Add the 9 is what? Plus the 10 minus the 1, right? Is equal to plus the 10 minus the 1. We're going to add the 10, take away the 1. Add the 10, 1, 0. Take away the 1. Take away the 1. Then we're here. We're adding the 8. Oh, add the 8, right? Plus the 8 is what? Plus the 8 is what? Mi- Minus the 10. I'm sorry, plus the 10 minus the 2. 8, right? We're doing this one. We're doing this one. Plus 8 is equal to plus the 10 minus 2. So what are we going to do? Plus the 10 minus the 2. Plus the 10 minus the 2. Plus the 10, 1, 0. Minus the 2. Take away the 2. Okay? We want to add the 4. We're going to add the 4. Add the 4 is what? I'm sorry, I can't see that. Plus the 4. Plus the 4 is plus the 5 minus the 1. Right? Now we're here. Plus the 4 is equal to plus the 5 minus 1. So my final answer is Oh, there we go. 657. Let's do it the other way. Okay, so let's do it the other way. When we do it the other way, can I have a shout out, please? My name is Devin. Sorry, hold please. This is crazy. Okay, so, okay, we're going to add this way now. We're going to go 4, 8, 9. This is where we can, this is where we want to understand. And I'll take it slow again. So we add the 4, right? Remember to add the 4. It's plus the 5 minus the 1. So we're going to plus the, right? We're going to plus the 5 minus the 1. That's what adding the 4 is. So we're done with this, right? Now we're going to add the 8. Add the 8 is what? We know. Plus the 10 minus 2. We take it one step at a time. We want to plus the 10 minus the 2. 10. 1, 0. Oh my gosh. 1, 0. Add the 1, add the 0. Now we have this. We have this to worry about, right? Can I take away the 2? Can I take away the 2? Yes or no? Can I take away the 2? How do I take away the 2? Minus the 2 is what? Minus the 2 is minus the 5 plus the 3. Minus the 5 plus the 3. So I'm going to minus the 5 plus the 3. So I took this information and I substituted that. And then what are we going to do? We're going to add the 9. Add the 9. Is that even right? That's not right. Plus the 5 minus the 3. No, plus the 5. Plus the 5 minus the 5 plus the 3. Minus the 2. Oh. And now we're going to plus the 9. Plus the 9 is what? Plus the 10 minus 1. No, that's wrong. Ooh, I'm dealing with too much right now. Okay, let's start over. We want to do 1, 6, 8. Take away 4, add the 4, plus the 5 minus the 1. And then plus the 8, plus the 10, minus the 2. Cannot minus the 2. Ah, there it is. Minus the 2, right? Minus the 5 plus the 3. And then plus the 9, plus the 9. Plus the 9 is what? TikTok. What are you doing? Plus the 9. You're going to plus the 10 minus the 1. Let's take away the 1. I know TikTok is running slow. So I'm going to take away the 1. I'm going to take away the 1. And I want to plus the 10. 1, 0. 1, 0. I don't even know how you guys are like, this is crazy. TikTok is like going crazy.
There's one simple movement that can exercise your entire body. If you can stick with it and complete 30 reps.
There's a huge lag. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to go slow. Oh my God. Where is me? There we go. Oh my gosh. Okay. Take away the 1. I take away the 1. I need to add the 10. 1, 0. 1, 0. So I add the 1 is what? I want to add the 1 here. 1, 0. Right? I want to add the 1. Cannot add the 1. But guess what? I can. We've done it before. Add the 1 plus the 5 minus the 4. Plus the 5 minus the 4. So this is what we did. We substituted that. Thank you, colloquial. Oh my God. Where are we going? Where is me? No? I'm fighting with this. Thank you so much. So we have to plus the 5 minus the 4. I don't know if you caught any of that. I tried to go slow. I don't know. It's so crazy. Try it again. You may want to restart the live. You keep severely lagging. It's not me, actually. It's TikTok. TikTok is having problems. There's too many people. Yeah, I'm hardwired in. Yeah. Okay. I think it was just a little blip. But that's the difference, right? The thing is what? Understanding every number you work with can either have a two-step or not. It just depends. It always depends on the numbers and it always depends on where you are. So, I don't know if that worked. Yeah. Hi, Roro. I'm not I'm not suggesting that it is you. Oh no, I understand. But then I was like thinking if I restart, I don't even know if it would even fix it. Because remember last time I was restarting, I kept restarting because just I kept lagging, and I think it's just the timing. Yeah. No, no, I understand. I think it's just the timing. Because the last time I think it was yesterday, I was trying to get on and I just kept lagging. I think just everybody's on TikTok, doom scrolling. So, thank you, Seventh Power, for the rose. Thank you so much for the rose. I do appreciate it. Um, should we do this again? We can keep going. What else? Oh yeah. Okay. So that's the thing. When you take it, thank you, miracles, for the lightning. So yeah, lightning, but I'm lagging. All right. So what did we just do? Oh, so that's about so two-step can get complicated, but then the thing is to really make sure you understand how to keep track of stuff, right? And so that's the one thing is the abacus. You're doing this in your head, right? It's different because I'm writing it out, but because I'm here, right, and I'm teaching you guys, I write it all out, and sometimes I forget where I am because I'm talking and moving. But usually, it's easy to keep track of your numbers. You can use your other finger to help you keep track of where you're going, right? It is fun to practice with you. Oh, thank you, miracles. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah. So what's the next? Well, next one we could do is we can do more adding and subtracting. Let's see. We can do the simple ones. Right. I haven't built my book yet for for the thing. So or we can do more carrying on. I kind of want to go through this. Let's see. We have this and it's the maze again. So we can do 9. We have 9. I want to take away the 6. Can I take away the 6? Yep, I can take away the 6. And then what? I want to add the 9. What do I do? Plus the 10 minus the 1. And then I do it again. Plus the 10 minus the 1. You're going to start seeing number patterns when I add the 9, and then my final answer is 21. So I just got to go down. And then there I go. And then I go here. My question is 4. 4. And I add the 9. When I add the 9, it's plus the 10 minus the 1. And I add another 4. Can I do it? No, I cannot do it. So guess what? This is where I go through the process. Can I add the 4? No, I cannot add the 4, right? Can I add the 5? Yes, I can add the 5 plus the 5 minus the 1. And then I need to plus the 8. Plus the 8. Can I add the 8? No, I cannot add the 8. What do I do? Plus the 10 minus the 2. So my final answer is 25. Oh, did I do that wrong? I did that wrong. 4, 4, 9, and then, oh, 25. There we go. 25 goes up there. Okay, so, but yeah, that's what adding and subtracting is. And then we can subtract. All right, how are we doing? Anybody have any questions? uh, that was crazy long. That felt long, but I think it was because of all the lagging. All right, how are we doing? We can continue on, or we can start going through understanding how to subtract or adding the tens. So this one is the process. What else are we doing? We can do the sevens. We can do sevens, right? Sevens. More comfortable with this. Oh, good. Oh, good. Yeah. So the biggest thing is going through and making sure you go one number at a time until you cannot do it anymore, until it is done. Keep doing it until it's done. Oh, we could do another one. We could do minus. Let's see. We could do. You know what? This would be a good one. Let's do this one. Let's do 93. I'm back from Saturday morning, following and making sure I remember everything. Hey, Tabitha, welcome back. Saturday morning, right? That was crazy. Saturday and Sunday, and yeah, it's like crazy, crazy. Woo! All right, how are we doing? We can do this number. We can do 99, 9 plus 4, right? So what does that mean? Well, we know how to do it. We're big people, but to do it on the abacus, right? We're going to take it slow. We do this, right? And we're going to add the 4. Now, is there enough to add the 4? No. So I go here. Can I add the 5? No. So I go here. I need to minus the 6 plus the 10. When I add the 4, what do I want to do? I want to minus the 6 plus the 10, right? What does that mean? Well, remember, I'm going to add the 4 here. To add the 4, I need to take away the 6, right? When I take away the 6, that's what I'm doing. Then what do? I need to plus the 10. Remember adding the 10. 1, 0. Add the 1, add the 0. Hey, back. Hey, Cody. I'm back. Oh, yeah. Welcome back. I'm just doing two-step equations, and I'm just keep going to do two-step equations until we're comfortable. So we want to add the 10, add the 1, add the 0. Add 1, add 0. Cannot add 1. What do? This is where we did two-step equation, right? Adding 1. It's this right here that we're adding. Can I add the 1? Yes or no? No. Can I add the 5? No. So I go here, right? I need to add the 1 minus the 9 plus the 10. So add the 1 is what? Minus the 9 plus the 10. So I'm going to minus the 9 and I'm going to add the 10. 1, 0, 1, 0. Guess what? Do it again. And I'm here. 1. I want to add the 1. I'm going to minus the 9 plus the 10 minus the 9 plus the 10. And my final answer is 103. So you do it again until you're done. Did that make sense, Tammy? Do it again until you're done. You do one number at a time. Oh, what's my final answer? 1003. Don't that read? Yes, it does. No, it cannot be 0. It cannot be 03 because we did it again. We did this twice. So when we did it, right, we minus the 9 plus the 10. Minus the 9 plus the 10. Remember, it's 1, 0. So then I'm going to focus. Can I add the 1? No. I'm going to minus the 9 and then again plus the 10. Minus the 9 plus the 10. And then we take away the 9 and we add the 10. So if I did it without the column isolator, right, I have this minus the 9 plus the 10, minus the 9 plus the 10, 1, 0 plus the 1, cannot plus the 1, minus the 9 plus the 1. So my final answer is 1003. Did that make sense, Tammy? Sometimes it's good to cover it. Sometimes it's good to see the whole picture. Hey, Erica? Yeah. And that's the thing. Sometimes it's good to see the picture because you need to keep going until you're done. It's a very good example. Thank you, Miracles. All right, Jesse, how are we doing? Let's do a little review. So let's do a little review for Jesse. Jesse, you still around? Hey, Nom Nom, welcome back. Can you do another? You want? Oh yeah, we could do another. Let's do a review. Let's do a review. Let's do a review for Jesse. Jesse's still here. So we're going to count 1. Oh, maybe I need my coins. So we're going to count 1. This is a penny, right? This is 1. This is 2, right? This is 2. This is 3. This is 3. This is 4. And this is 4. So then what? We're going to do 5. 5, we got to take away all the 4s. And we're going to add the 5. This is 5. 5 will always be the top bead. The top bead is a value of 5, no matter what. It will be the value of 5. Then we have 6, 5, 6. We have 7, 5, 6, 7. We have 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we have 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Does that make sense, Jesse? So then what we're going to do is we're going to do 10. 10 is this. That's what 10 is. That's it. Kinda. When we're looking, how do I know where to start from? If you see there's a dot, this is my ones indicator. This ones indicator tells me the label. This label is where I'm going to start my 1. You could like a Pokemon, right? Ooh, like a Pokemon. Ooh. But there's another one here. If you choose here, then everything would shift over, and this would be my ones. So my ones, my tens, but then I have no more room for hundreds. So we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. 10. Now we can count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, right? 5, 50, 60, 60, 70, 70, 80, 80, 90, 90. Make sense? So when we're looking, right, we want to use every column is a place value. We have our ones, tens, 100,000s, 10,000. We can do 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. These are all ones. And then notice that because it's my ones, I have my decimal. My decimal sits right between the tenths and the hundredths. So when I do 2, that's 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, and then 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Yep. So would you do what would be 90? Right. 90. 9, 0. From left to right. 9, 0. Exactly. Because remember, the 0 is our placeholder. So it'll be 9 and 0. 9, 0. At 40, you're helping me understand that, right? I'm telling you, now to master, yeah, we can do multiplication on the abacus. Why are you doing this at midnight? Because there's so many people doom scrolling and I'm putting them to sleep because that's how boring I am. Travis. Can you do another two step? Yes, I can do another two step. But again, it's one of those things, right? I think it's a visual in the hands that's really helped. Yes, and the movement, right? But also understand that the abacus just tracks your numbers. You see if you can do yes or do more or not, right? So that's why Travis Scott, because people want me to put them to sleep. I'm a lurker. I have to say you're not boring, but your voice is calming. Oh, thank you so much, Pegasus. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I laugh too much, so I think that wakes everybody up. So, yes. All right. We will do another two step. Let's take it a little bit simpler, right? Let's take it a little bit simpler. So, here was a question like one of my parents was talking about, and they're like, well, isn't it the same when we do 8 plus 5 and 5 plus 8? This is what's going to happen. Let's do this first. We do 8 and we want to add the 5. When we add the 5, again, what we want to do is we understand that we want to look at our add-ins. Our add-in is this. I want to add the 5. To add the 5, it's what? Plus the 5 is equal to plus the 10 minus 5. Abacus is a unique. Abacus is not a. Abacus is math. We're just doing math. That's all we're doing. But we're doing it a different way. There's a little bit of a twist. So we're going to add the 10. Add the 10. Add the 5. I'm sorry, add the 1 and the 0. 10. 1, 0. I'm going to add the 10 and then take away the 5. So my final answer is 13. That's fine. That's fine. But now it gets different because this is our add-in. That's the different. That's the difference. We add the 5. I want to add the 8. To add the 8, what are we going to do? We know when we add the 8, it's plus the 10 minus the 2. Thank you, Travis Scott. Yes. So we're going to add the 10. No, not minus the 3. Add the 5 minus the 3. No, not minus the 3. What are we doing? Add the 5. It's plus the 10 minus the 5. Add the 5 minus the 5. Right? So plus the 8, right? To add the 8, what are we going to do? Plus the 8 is equal to plus the 10 minus the 2. Minus the 2. Remember, why do we do that? Why? Because the 5 and the 8, the 8 and the 2 are partners. That's how we do it. 8 and 2 are partners. So it's plus the 10 minus the 2. We're going to plus the 10, but now we want to minus the 2. This is where we got to go through. We have to understand, is there enough to minus the 2? No, we cannot minus the 2, right? Can I minus the 5? Yes, I can minus the 5. Minus the 5 is what? Minus the 5 plus the 3. So I'm going to, right here, I'm going to have my two step. Minus the 2 is equal to minus the 5 plus the 3. Minus the 5 plus the 3. My answer is 13. Minus the 5 plus the 3. Yes, exactly. So when we put it all together, you're absolutely right. When we put it all together, we're going to start substituting this into here, right? So we have plus the 10 minus the 5 plus the 3. But I don't put it all together. I go one number at a time because I want to chunk it. Got it. Not about the colors, but those that separate. Yeah, those are separate from the bottoms. Yes, exactly. So the green one's considered one? No. The bead is considered one. Sorry, the bead is considered one. So when we did one, we're just doing one, one, one. That's what it is. One plus one plus one plus one. Two, right? Plus two or plus another two. We can do three and then plus one. So it doesn't matter what it's all the bottom beads is a value of one. The green is not one because when we take away, we do four and we take away one, right? We want to take it away one bead. Yes. No, that's a very good question, Jesse. I appreciate that. 11 does not equal to 2. You're right. I'm not sure what that means. Yeah. So when we understand the value, we want that's why I use like the pennies because the pennies can be anywhere, right? That's why I do the pennies because it can be anywhere. And then the value of 5 is the top bead, right? Always. So some people ask me, well, what is 5 in this? What is this 10? I go, no, this is not 10. This is 5 and 5. So this is 55. Yeah. 11 does not equal to minus 2. No, it was 13, right? 8 take away 8 plus 5. I think that's what it is. I'm not sure, Travis. Yeah. So that's what we call a two-step. Yeah. Yeah, it is 55. This is 55, right? We want to do 10. 10 is just that. 1 and a 0. 1 and a 0. All right. How are we doing? Okay, so this, yeah. What would it be 59? 59, 5 and 9. 59 because every column is a place value. So it'd be 50 because it's 5 in the tens column, 9 in the ones column. It's nice example showing us both ways. Yeah, yeah. Wow, you made it fun. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. It's really quite exciting when people get it, and that's what really fuels me when people are starting to understand how to read it. And I got to get the one where in the Lego movie where was it what's his name? He sees everything. It's now you when you start reading the abacus, you'll start seeing the numbers, right? I enjoy practicing in between your lives. Oh, thank you. Good. Good. It does take time, right? It does take time to understand and it does take practice because it's just like, typing on the keyboard. It just all takes time. Yep. So the top beat always, yes, it's always 5. The top beat will always be 5. Yes, exactly. The top beat will always be 5. And so it's easy to see when we're reading it, right? We know that this is 3, and then we add the 5. This is now 8. If I have 1 and I want to add the 5, now we have 6. So we know that this is 6. One beat on top, one beat on bottom, because we know that the horizontal bar is what tracks our numbers. Anytime the beads touch the horizontal bar, it's what tracks our numbers. So if I had this, right, this is 76. If I did this, this is 67. How do you add 10? I just add 10. There you go. There's 10. Oh, Tabitha, thank you so much for the awesome. Oh, Carrie, thank you so much for the rose. Oh, Cody, thank you so much for the awesome. Slow. Wait. What? No, that's it. I'm hopping off. See you later, Tabitha. I'm going to eat and I have to work in the morning. Yeah, thanks for last. Not a problem. Let me see how that's 10. I'm adding 10. Add 1. 1, 0. Add the 10. I thought it was 55. 55 is this. 55 65. Add the 10. Yeah, yeah, right? It's almost go to sleep. Go to sleep. Yeah, yeah. Have a good night, everybody. That's why I was trying to get on earlier so I can catch you guys. Go to sleep. Have a good night. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you guys so much for joining. All right, so Jesse, when we add the 10, we're adding 1 and 0. Minimum age for this? I think 3-year-olds can understand. I've been teaching 3-year-old. That's 65. Yes, it is 65. I, I think you're pushing it if you do 2. You could get them to play with it, but I don't think you would unless the kids are really eager to understand how to move the beads, you can have them play with it, but I think 3 going on to 4 is a good age. When you start learning how to count, and then you can use the abacus to help you. So when we add a 10, we add 10. We're just adding 1, 0, 1. Add the 10. So now we have 65. And then we add another 10, right? We have 85. We have another 10. We have 95. Does that make sense? So then we do 100, 100, 0, 5. 100, 0, 5. And then 200, 300, 400, and then 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. And then we have 1,000. That's it. Every column only has 9. Just like how we write. We only go up to 9. Then we do double digits. Why do I start? That's a good question. I start here because I have a dot. This is my indicator. Do you see the indicators? Right? These are my ones in here. You need to choose one. You can choose this one or you can choose this one. It doesn't matter. So this is my ones. This is the way I want, this is where I want my ones to be. So my ones, tens, 100,000, 10,000. It's just a label. This is just a label. You could choose this one, but then I shift everything over like that. So it'll be my ones, tens, and then I have no more room for hundreds. The blue bead, tens column, 50. The blue beads 10 columns, 50. The colors on the bottom, you add yes. So yes, exactly. So we can start. Yes, thank you, Chris. Yes. So we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Yes. So we have a 0 is our placeholder. 0 and then tens. So this is 90. Yes. That's why I started on the in the middle, but I'm adding by tens. But I start here to add my ones so we can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, not a problem. And then don't forget, just like when we do the 50, right? We could do hundreds. 500, 600, 700, 700, 800, 800, 900, 900. Right, Chris? Make sense? So when we're looking, right, it's all about figuring out where this label is. When this label is you choose, then it doesn't matter. You want to choose here, then I'd go here and I go 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. What's the columns on the right? Oh, decimals. So we have our ones, and our decimal sits between our ones and our tenths. So this is tenths, and then this is hundredths. When we look, now we have decimals. If you choose this one to be your your ones, then you have all of this to be your decimal. So you have your tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths, and then 100,000ths. So you can do decimals, yes. You can do decimals. You can do multiplication and division, adding and subtracting on the abacus. Yep. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for the question. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Because decimals is just another place value, which is really interesting. It's just another place value. And so we can continue on when we do it. I mean, it's the same thing. If I want to talk about 1 cent, if I'm going to do the actual value of my cents, right? If I have 19 cents, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 19 cents, 1, 9. That's what I'm doing. That's what 19 cents is. If I had $1, I don't have any dollars, but if I had $1, right? $2.19, $3.19. We've been doing addition and I'm having difficulty showing one multiplication. Having difficulty, show me one multiplication, please. Oh, not a problem. Not a problem. This one will be easy because we know how to read the abacus. Okay, here is multiplication. In multiplication, what we do is we call distributive property. I'm going to have to write it out because it's very messy. Okay, so in multiplication, what we do is distributive property. And I'll show you the difference between mainstream math and abacus math. Now, in mainstream math, we have to write it out, right? But in abacus, we don't need to write it out. This is going to be great. This is going to be great. So here's my question. 993 times that by 8. In the abacus world, we need to know where we're going to put our answer. Why? Because it's going to track our number. We know that it's going to be somewhere in the hundreds. How do I know? Because I'm going to count my numbers. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to be at the hundred somewhere, right? I have 3. That's an arrow. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm over here. Now, the difference between mainstream math, new math, right, and abacus math. I'm going to make a post out of this. When we do it, we do this. Abacus does 8 times 9. New math does 90 times 8. Or 90 times 8. We can do 9. Let me do that. 9 times 8. Let's do it. Same. I don't know about you, but we don't have a multiplication table that tells me 90 times 8. But we do have one that says 9 times 8. 9 times 8 is 72. So I'm going to add 7, and I add my 2. It already shows me, if you look, it already shows me 720. It already shows me this. In new math, we're doing abstract still. So they're trying to put information on this. This is still very abstract if you think about it. So they have to write 720. Now what's next? I'm going to do 8 times 3. 3 times 8 is what? 24. It's the same, right? I add my 2, I add my 4. But see, so you still have to write it down? No, I don't need to write it down. But I'm showing you because I'm explaining it. But you don't need to write it down. If you know this in your mind, then that's great. But I write it out to show you guys, right? So I want to add 2 and I add 4. So my final answer is 744. Here we would have to do it again. We would have to do 3 times 8 is 24, and then we would have to add it all. We would have to add 744. But in abacus, hey Hep, but in abacus we do the adding and moving already. Does that make sense? So we do this on the abacus. We don't need to write it out. We just need to know how to do this. We can do another one. So you see the numbers first. Yeah, right? So we'll do another one. We'll do 853 times that by 7. Guess what? We count 1, 2, 3, 4. Toddler is repeating you when you say the numbers. It's cute. She doesn't repeat me. So how do I know what beads to flip? That's why you count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where we're going to start. 7 times 8. Abacus world, right? 7 times 8. Add 56. Add the 5, add the 6. I'm here. 7 times 5, 35. I'm here now. 7 times 3, 21. That's how you do it. You every time as you go through, right? You're just stacking it. In abacus world, that's what we do. In mainstream world, it would be 7 times 800. And then what? It'd be 7 times 50. And then what? It'd be 7 times 3. And then you need to add this all together, right? I'm trying to read bottom. 22. Bottom is 22. No, it's not 22. It's 1971. 5971. Because there's two tops. There's three. One, two, three. When I'm counting from the bottoms. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1. 1, 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5. When you count, count from the top. Start from the 5 and you count on. 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So it's 5, 1, no. Yeah. So we have to count. We always count from the top. 1, 5, right? 5,971. Do another one. Just join. I'm teaching you how this works. Hey, Tyler. 597. And then the 1. You need the thousands. Because remember, we're at the thousands. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Very helpful to have an abacus. Yeah. Hold on, Tyler. Hold on, Taylor. I'm seeing that now. Yeah. Yeah, it's but don't forget that it's only been an hour, right? It's only been an hour and we're rushing it. It took me, I actually never did multiplication until like a couple of months. Learning, when I learned this, I didn't learn this when I was young. When I learned it I learned it when I was 30. And when I did multiplication, I think I was doing abacus for a few months before I actually before I got into multiplication. You guys are doing it within an hour and a half. If you started with me in the very beginning, you've only been doing it for an hour and a half. It takes time. It takes quality time to learn the abacus. It does. It's just like adding and subtracting, right? When we were kids, we were taught how to add and subtract, but we forget it's taken them like a year to understand how to add and subtract. We're crunching the time down to like an hour, right? So we're moving everything forward. But don't I wouldn't stress it. I mean, I'm going to be here so we could do it again next time. Have Okay, so Taylor. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. All the bottom beads is a value of 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. After 9, we have 10. We have ones. Every column is a place value. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. I can really see that as a calculator. Now I know it is, but the more I see, it just blows my mind, right? Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing how elegant the abacus is. It's so amazing. And it's so interesting. When you see the numbers, then you know where you're going. I'm trying so hard to understand. I just got here. Oh, no, don't try so hard. It's very easy. It's one, two, three, four, right? Oh, moonlight. You have a number in your name, right? So when you're, yeah, see, 25 minutes understanding multiplication is really tough. Okay, so moonlight, your name is 1,800, moonlight, right? 1,000, if I have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, I have one here, and your number is 800. So 800, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 0, 0. 25 minutes. 20, 2, right? 2, and then 5. This is 25. When we count, we do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we have 5, 6, right? 7, 8, 9. What's after 9? Oh, okay. How do I do after 5, right? 5, then you add 1, 6. If you add another one, 5 plus 2 is 7. 5 plus 3, 5 plus 3 is 8. 5 plus 4 is 9. I'm going to get some sleep before it's too much of a genius. Okay, Jesse, have a good night. I want to buy this to play with it just so I can say, yeah. There's a lot of people that bought the abacus. I do sell it in my shop. This is made out of plastic, and when we're doing it, this is a standard size. You're going to use the edges of the beads. That's what you're going to do. So you want to be happy, and you're going to be gentle when you use the abacus. So you want to be happy and gentle when you use the abacus. Yep. And then when you move the beads, you want to do it with intention. You don't want to flick, because if you flick, your answers will become wrong. Don't flick. So, and then you use your left hand to stabilize the abacus, and you just move the beads. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 10. And there we go. That's 10. 0, 1, 1, 0. And then now we can count by tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, and then 50. 50, 60, 5, 6, 70, 5, 6, 7, 80, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's it. Wow, that's crazy how many people are still here. I never, now I know, right? Think I'm getting it. Yes. Thank you, S. I appreciate that. Oh my goodness. WWE. So crazy. I have a person that came in, and apparently I was talking, and they learned the abacus, and they bumped their grade up to a 3.8. And I was like, what? That's crazy. Yeah. It's really easy. It's simple to use, easy to understand. So when we're looking, we have, when you count from 1 to 10 and then you start counting by tens, I'm starting to get it. Yep. It's exactly the same. So we can do it again, right? We do 1, but then we could do 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. And then 5. 5 is this. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. 6, right? That's 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, and 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. That's it. Ah, thank you, Nom Nom. It helps that you're an amazing teacher. Ah, thank you so much. It's because you know what? You know what it is I really do believe everybody can learn math. I really do believe it. I just think we need the right tools, and this is a forgotten tool. Can you count from one to thousands? I can count thousands. 1,000, 100, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 4,000, 5,000, 5,000, 6,000, 0,000, 7,000, 0,000, 8,000, 0,000, 9,000, 9,000. That's it. I'm not going to count from one to thousands. But I can do this. 1,000. Oh, you run 1, 10, 100, 1,000. Then we have 10,000. 10, 000. Right? That's a lot of counting. Yeah. No, but I get it. I get it. So it's like if I do two, like two, right? 20, 200, 2,000, 20,000. I'll be here till sunrise. Yeah. We will be here till sunrise. Yeah. How are we doing? Super easy, simple to use, easy to understand. Yeah. And then it doesn't help that, some people are pushing the whole class over to another okay, multiplication. All right, let's do another one. We can do another one. If I started with the ones, did I do three? Yes, exactly. 3, right? Yes, you're right. 3, 30, 300. 3,000, 30,000. Yep. Okay, let's do another number. Yeah, we're gonna do it. Hello, Moonlight. Yes, we're gonna do math. We're gonna do it right now. So you understand how to read the abacus. We're gonna do it right now. So the first thing we're gonna understand is 4 times 58. Right? Is it possible to do smaller multiples or larger ones? It's possible to do double digits, or it has to be double digits at least. One of the numbers needs to be double digits. It's either going to be this one or this one, but you can't do single digits, if that makes sense. So what are we going to do is we're going to figure out our, yeah, right? We're going to figure out our place value. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Count the digits. Hey, Apple user, welcome back. Yes, thank you. Count the digits. 8, 1, 4, 4. So we 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The first thing we're going to do, right? It's distributive property. We're going to go from left to left. So we have 2 times 5 is equal to what? Love seeing you after dinner. What is 2 times 5? Thank you. So we're going to add the 10. So because we're here, we're going to do 10. 1, 0. Okay? Moonlight. The difference is in mainstream, you do 20 times 50. We don't do it this way. We do it abacus way. Abacus is 2 times 5. So if you notice, because the abacus tracks our numbers, we just do 1,000. But we don't need to worry about it. We just need to worry about our 2 digits. Does that make sense? So when we're looking, we do 4 times 5. What is 4 times 5? Thank you. 20. So I add my 2, I add my 0, and that's it. I'm done. I'm done with the 5. I'm going to recount. Thank you, Mockingjay. Thank you so much. Right? Now I'm going to recount. I'm done with the 5. 1, 2, 3. What are we doing? We got to do distributive property. 1, 2, 3. 8 times 2. 8 times 2 is what? 16. Yes, thank you, Mockingjay. Can I add 1? Can I add the 1? Thank you, Mega. Yes, Dirkio. Yep. Can I add the 1? Yes, I can add the 1. Can I add the 6? Right? 6. 1, 6. 1, 6. I'm going to add the 6. Now I do 8 times 4. 8 times 4 is 32. Can I add the 3? Yes, thank you, Moonlight. Yes. Can I add the 3? Yes, I can add the 3. Can I add the 2? 32. Can I add the 2? 32. Yes. So what is my final answer? 1,392. Char, welcome. I see you, Char. How's it going? So that's our answer. Now, if you notice, we didn't do any other adding and subtracting. We just wanted to make sure that it's called simple. This is what we call simple because you just, if there's enough, you add it. I'm very well. I'm very well. Oh, Rico, thank you so much for the roses. I didn't see that. I just saw that. Thank you so much, Rico. Thank you guys so much for the likes. Wow, 15K. Gosh, I just looked up. I'm sorry. Why don't they teach this? Why did I have to learn the hella heart? Yeah. I graduated in 2017. This would have helped. Yes. I know I was being selfish and I was just keeping to myself. And then I'm like, you know what? I want the whole world to know how to use the abacus. But no, I apologize for not being here earlier. I apologize for not being here earlier. Thank you for the lesson. Yeah, you're welcome, Mockingjay. You're welcome. Were you, where were you 8 years ago? I was in my little learning center out in Los Angeles. I've been teaching abacus for 20 years and I was discouraged I couldn't figure out how to go online. Sorry, I apologize. I apologize. But I'm here now. I'm here now to help teach the adults to not be math illiterate. We're not going to be math illiterate. We're going to learn math and we're going to learn math the right way. The right way. Are you on YouTube? I am on YouTube. My link's in my bio. Just got here. Can you show? Yes, you're teaching me and I can teach my daughter. She's old enough to use one. Oh, yay. Yay. That's so cool. Yeah, and that was the thing, right? I wanted to do is I wanted to try to teach the parents. I have a bunch of worksheets and workbooks available for everybody. You're this is so satisfying. Thank you, ATX. Thank you so much. Okay, so yes, Darwin. Hello, Darwin. We're going to do some adding. No, we're going to do counting. We need to understand how to read the abacus. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, Cody, you're still here. Ah, 4, and then we have 5. This is 5. We have 6. All the top beat is a value of 5. We have 6. 5 plus 1 is 6. Then we have 2. 5 plus 2 is 7. 3, right? This is 3. Add the 5. Now we have 8. And then 9. 5 plus 4 is 9. 10 is this. 1, 0. That's what 10 looks like. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then we have 16, 17, 18, 19, and then 20. That's it. So then we do 20, right? We can do 20. This is 2. This is 20. This is 200. This is 2,000. This is 20,000. This one is cool. Hey, thank you so much, Apologia. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I've been very lucky that I didn't get any trolls. I'm very lucky there was no trolls and nobody was really scared with all the complex adding and subtracting. But we know all of this, really. We know all of this. It's just showing you in a different way. And Abacus shows you in a different way. It, you know, it's just interesting in how we do this. So, wow. Thank you guys so much for the hearts and the likes. I'm lost. Can you do that again so I can write it? Oh my goodness. You're going to write it down? Do, 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 do. Somebody was taking notes. Somebody was taking notes. And then they're like, I want to take notes. I'm like, I don't. Okay. So here's my notes. Oh, if you want this, I can give you, it's a reference sheet. I think there's a link in my, I think there's a link in my service. I think there's a service link. Send me a DM. I think there's a little link. I think I did it correctly. I'm trying to bring it up. If you go to my service at the bottom, there should be a service thing. I'm trying to bring it up. So, is it there? Yes, yes, there is. There's a service link right here. Click on that. Send me a DM saying abacus, and I will send you the reference sheet. I'm joking. Oh, you know what? There was another person that did the same thing, and I said Japanese abacus, and he's like, what? I thought this was American. And I was like, it was hilarious. So I've been following along, but how do you know which column to start with? Yes. So if you want the reference sheet, I'll give you the reference sheet for free. There's a little service link, and I'll send you a DM to send you the link. All right. Oh, yeah. Cool. Oh, that's so cool. I'm sorry. I'm looking at my things. Okay. Um, Oh, how do I know? If you know, there is a dot right here. This dot is my ones indicator. I have two, if you notice. I have another one. I have another one. There's all these dots. There's all these dots, but these dots, you just choose one because, no, you're funny. You're funny. I'm just tired. So, just like a Pokemon, right? So you could choose any one. You could choose this one, or this one. It doesn't matter. So that's how you know. You just need to choose one. And depending on how big your number is, I would choose, right? If I wanted to do this one, then I have my ones, my thousands, and then you see the grouping. My ones, my thousands, my millions, my billions, and my trillions. So if you want to track the national debt, you actually need to get a bigger abacus because size matters. Is there a difference between American abacus and the other ones? There is no American abacus. There is a Chinese one, two beads on top, five beads on the bottom. Works exactly the same. One, two, three, four, five. Six, I'm sorry, five. When we trade it in, right, this is five. We trade it in, this is five. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Trade this in, we have this. Then you trade this in, it'll be that. So this is 10, right? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That's it. Where is your mind, Nom Nom? Size does matter because this is 23 columns, so now I could track the national debt if I really wanted to. But that's a lot of digits, right? Somebody said that they wanted to be a millionaire and they had to get a bigger abacus. I'm like, dude, this goes up to trillions, right? If you want to, you can use it from the middle. I have learned more in the last 10 minutes in all my structures combined. Is there an abacus for pi? No, because pi is infinite. Thank you, Beach Blonde. I appreciate that. 10 minutes. So, but yeah. So we can do it again. Let's do a review. Let's do a review. Okay, 0. That's 0. 1. 1. 2. 2. 3. 3. 4. 4. And then we do 5. 5, 5. And then we have 6, 6. 7, 7. 5, 6, 7. 8, 8. And then 9, 9. When then did I eat all the pie? O R A K boy. That's funny. What made you so passionate about abacus? Um, when I was researching on how difficult it was to do math for the kids, I really think that this is the greatest thing next to sliced bread. I know when I was a kid, I had to do a lot of memorizing. I did my own strategies, and math was just hard. My dad went on a business trip, and this lady was like, "You need to teach abacus to America." And he was like, "I'm going to start a learning center, and I want you guys to teach." And I was like, "What is this crazy thing? I don't even know what it was." I learned the abacus when I was 30, and then I've been teaching for about 20 years. That's how old I am. And I noticed that it was the greatest thing next to sliced bread. I taught my boys, I have 3 boys, and they all know how to use the abacus. And I do feel like it really provides a strong number sense. And then as I go down this rabbit hole of trying to com- um, compare and make, because in the beginning of my beginning, before all of this, before the whole TikTok thing, abacus was used as either an as enrichment program, or it was for special needs people, special needs students or users, right? Special needs. And there was no like for the masses. And I'm like, it actually is meant for the masses, and abacus is math. And so I wanted to make sure that everybody in the world knew how abacus is to math. And I get kind of like riled up when I start seeing like counting bears or the counting coins or whatever, and nobody knows how to use the abacus. But I think because I've seen the the number sense and the fluency with the abacus, I feel I that's why I'm so passionate, because I do believe it's the greatest thing next to sliced bread. I need to know the basics of this. Hey, Link. Hey, are you Link from the Matrix? I love the Matrix. All right. So we could do accounting. Let's do a review. So, like here, this is 5. The top bead will always be 5. And then we have 6, right? How do I know? The bottom bead is 1. So we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's it. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Yeah, I think it really helped to be able to talk to adults with abacus, because teaching kids, they don't ask questions. And so I didn't know how to bridge the mainstream math to abacus. Oh, hey, that's a lot of likes. Thank you so much. 20K. That's crazy. You guys are so cool. But yeah, no, I appreciate the question. I don't know. The passion just kind of came through as I started seeing how easy it was and how complicated mainstream math makes adding and subtracting. Like, there's like all these number bonds that you do, not you, but there's all these number bonds that people try to do, and they try to make sense of the abstract when it's easily done with something that's concrete, if that makes sense. So when we do 720, right? We're writing this out. It's still very abstract. But when I have it here, 720, it's very easy to see. And now I can see, can I add 1? Can I add 100? Can I add 5? Can I add 50? Right? So I think we take for granted the amount of concreteness that we need. And I see the kids that they're just so um, bogged down by the amount of strategies. There's so many strategies to do things. Like this one, right? They're doing number bonds. And I'm like, that's so complicated. It's another strategy. But in abacus, there's only 2 ways. You need to know how to make a 5. You need to know how to make a 10. You combine them all together, it's still the same. It's the fundamentals. They're just making it more confusing. Just another way. And they're talking about how the kids need to find many different ways, and then they find something that resonates. And I'm like, why do we teach the kids this if we don't teach them the basics of how to make a 5 and how to make a 10? And I'm not talking about making friendly numbers, because that's a piece of nothing too. Friendly numbers. Go to the basics, go to the fundamentals, go to the elements, like building blocks. Abacus is like using building blocks, like little Legos. Because we have little Legos, it's very easy to pop it in, right? You can take a piece of Lego and you can make a car out of it. You take a piece of Lego, you can make. So that's why I don't understand. And that's the other thing I don't understand is, why are we so result oriented in mainstream math? Whereas in abacus math, we are very process oriented. And so there's a lot of discrepancies. And then when I start comparing like what we do in life, right? We don't know what our result is. We bump our way through. When will the minus book be in stock? It will be, you know, you can purchase it here if you want. My name is Lynette. Hello. Um, it will be probably be like, if you're looking for it, it's there. You can just look for my name, Lynette Young, and I have my whole collection there as well. Um, I'm also going to go on vacation in 10 days. So, and I'm going to be, so just so you know, I'll be out for a little bit. I won't be able to get it in stock for another, I guess, week. But it is available here. And then my name is Lynette, and I've been teaching abacus for 20 years, and I really like my stuff. I have a bunch of stuff, and I also have a website as well. Can you add, subtract, multiply, and divide? Yes, we can add, subtract, multiply, and divide. So that's what this was, right? We're adding and subtracting. I can show you. I'll show you. Um, but the first thing we're going to do is we're going to understand the fundamentals. Um, so here's the fundamental. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, we want to do is we want to learn how to. Can you show plus 5 and plus 10? Oh yeah. So here's the 5, right? And then this is 10. 0 and 1. When I look, I'm using my place values. So every column is a place value. I have my ones, my tens, my hundreds, my thousands, my 10,000. So when I have 5, that's what 5 is. I have 50, 50. I have 500, 500. 5,000, 5000. 50,000, 50000. Does that make sense, Link? So when we're looking, we have 10. We do 10, it's 0 and 1. And then we have 100, and then we have 1,000, and then we have 10,000. Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. I like the comments, the questions. The questions make sense, right? Like, this is new, this is unfamiliar. So if you have a question and I can answer it, right? Obviously. It's easy. But the thing is we have to get used to reading the abacus. So here, right, I want to add the 5. When I add the 5, I want to add 2. Can I add the 2? Yes, I can add the 2. I'm going to add these 2 beads. That's all I'm going to do. Add 2 beads. So my final answer is 7. We want to look at the add-in. That's what we're doing. We're looking at the add-in. Can I do it? So when we add the 6, right? When we take away. Okay, take away. Take away, right? We want to go to the horizontal bar. We're adding. We subtract. We go away from the horizontal bar. Horizontal bar. The reckoning bar. This is the reckoning bar. This is the bead. This is the bar that counts, right? So if I have 1, I have 4. I want to take away 2. I move it away from the horizontal bar. The little paper boy helps a lot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't start with this. But it's always about iteration, right? So when I want to add the 2, I'm going to go to the horizontal bar. I take away the 2. So you're going to start seeing what? You're going to start seeing a number pattern. We add the 2, take away the 2. Add the 2, take away the 2. Right? And then we're going to do it again. We have 6. When we have 6, when I add 1, I want to add the 1. I add 6, I'm going to add 6. 5, 6, and I add the 6. I take away the 6, I add the 6. You're starting to see the number pattern. Add the 6, take away the 6. This is what I'm doing, right? If I had 3, I add 6, I add the one top bead, one bottom bead, add it together like that, and I take it away. Add 6, take away the 6. Make sense? Add 6, take away the 6. And then there's 7. There's 8. There's 8. All right. I mean, obviously the book goes through every number, but we don't need to go through every book because we just need to get the gist. So I'm going to add the 8. I had 1. I add the 8. I take away the 8. Add the 8. Take away the 8. It's like wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. So it's add the 8, take away the 8. Very, very elementary, right? Very simple, very basic. So we're done with this one. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add something when there's not enough beads. So here's a question. What we do is we're going to add the 5 now. Why? Because what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we don't have any freeloading numbers. The question here is an example question. Why? Because this is one of the fundamentals. We're teaching children how to make a 5. But what we're going to do in abacus is we're going to power it up. We're going to power it up, right? We have the 3. I have 3 on my abacus. I have 3 on my abacus. And then I'm going to do a little, I'm going to do this. This will make it more sense. So I'm going to add the 3 on my abacus. I have 3 pennies. I want to add the 4. But guess what? When I add the 4, what are we going to do? I'm going to add the 5. I don't have enough beads to add the 4, but what I'm going to do? I'm going to add the 5. That's too much. So I need change. I need the return. I can show you on my abacus. I add the 5 and I take away the 1. My final answer is 7. Can you show us numbers on the abacus and let us guess it? Yes. Is that okay? Hold on. So hold on just a minute, WWE. So then when we do this, right, we do 4. When we do 4, it's the same thing. We're going to power it up. We're going to do some. Yes, Namam, have a good night. Ooh, top 5 to bottom. Yes. No. When we want to add the 4, what are we going to do? When we add the 4, I have 5 cents. I'm going to give you 5, but that's too much. 5 and 4, what is it? It's 1. So I take away the 1. So I can show you again on my abacus. If I have 4, I'm going to add the 5 and I take away the 1. We can do it again. So yes, we have 8. Sorry, I didn't say that. But we have 8. We can do it again. Here is 2, right? 2. I want to add the 4, but I don't have enough beads. I don't have any more loose beads. I can use the 5. So I have my nickel, I have my 5 cents. I give you my 5 cents, but that's too much. I take 1 from the bottom, and so my final answer is what? 6. Add the 5, take away the 1. Yes. 5 on top, 3 on bottom. Yes. So now what do we have? 6. Yes. 5 on top, 1 on the bottom. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, WWE. Thank you. I'm mad, you. Okay. So that's about it. I am going to sign off because my throat. What are the colors for? Nothing, just to make it look pretty. Works exactly the same. It's low key. hard when this is low key hard, especially when it gets more numbers. You can get it in my TikTok shop. I do have it available. Sorry, after you finish your coaching lessons. Hold on. Um, you can start at any indicator, right? Thank you for another night lesson. Yeah, not a problem. ATX. So, excuse me. So you can start wherever, and then after the middle, right? This is my ones. You can go to decimals. Yep. It does get confusing with more numbers, but that's why we start with single numbers, right? And then we go into double digits, and then after that we do triple digits. So you start and you increment up. There's no point of doing 14, 15 separate digits if you don't even know how to do the 1 and the 2. You know what I mean? All right. All right, all right, all right. So, WWE, what number is this? Oh, you know what? Are you talking about this one? Let's do this. Hold on, hold on, hold on. There we go. Okay, we'll finish this and then I'm going to call it a night. Okay, so if I have my hundreds, right? My tens and my ones, what number do we think that is? No, thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah, we'll finish this maze, and then I'm gonna sign off. 475. Yes, thank you, Chara. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, WJE. Yes, thank you. Right? Thank you, Link. Thank you. 475. Good. So I have my hundreds, my tens, and my ones. Oh, that's wrong. So my hundreds and my tens. 50, 56. Yep. Good. Good. Right? Easy? Okay. Yeah. So this is another book that is in it's in preview, not preview, it's in review right now. 56. So I got to go over here. It will be available soon, probably in like 3 days. And I'll put it in my TikTok shop, but it won't be available until maybe the end of the month. So I have this and I have this. No, not three. Oh, there we go. Excuse me. Yes. 123. Kimberly, are you cheating? WWE didn't get it right. 122. There's no cheating. No cheating. What number is that? So I have my hundreds, right? We have my hundreds, my tens, and my ones. Hundreds, tens, and ones. That's what it is. This is cool. Oh, good. Thank you. 865. Thank you. Yep. 865. 865. And then it takes me here. Thank you, Link. Thank you, Kimberly. So I have my hundreds, tens, and my ones. Right? There we go. 234. Yes, good. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Amadio, WWE, and Link. Thank you. We have this and that and that. So we have our hundreds, our tens, and then our ones. What number? Woo! That's a big number. 699. 699. Thank you, Link. Thank you, WWE and Kimberly. Right? Okay, so we have our hundreds, our tens, and our ones. Thank you. Yes, thank you, WWE and Kimberly. Thank you, Link. Right? So it takes me down here. That's what it is. 695. And then we have this. We have our hundreds. We have our tens. And then we have our hundreds. No, ones. That's our hundreds. Hundreds, tens, and our ones. 934. Thank you. Yep. Thank you, Amadio. Yes, thank you, Link. Oh, good. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, WWE. 134. Okay, take me down here. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There we go. So we have hundreds, tens, and then our ones. How does the top row work? 759. I got 2 kids to teach this to once I learn it. Oh, can I ask how old your kids are, Link? 559. Yeah, the top beat is always 5. Yes. Thank you, Link. Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Angel. Oh, welcome, Angel. Thank you, Char. Whew. Okay. Yes, the top beat will always be 5. Different places. 550. There we go. So we have hundreds, we have our tens, and we have our ones. My son loves I will be teaching. Ooh, Darwin. It's 2 a.m. You guys. Midnight math, man. I'm telling you. It's the greatest thing. I think everybody likes to doom scroll before they go to bed, and then they see me, and then they just never go to bed. 378. Yes, thank you, Angel. Thank you, Kimberly. I don't know what it is. You guys are like staying up in the middle of the night. 378. Right? It's 140. Yes, you guys are so funny. Because it's so intriguing. Somebody said it's very, yeah, intriguing. Oh yeah, 3, 7, right? And then my tens and my hundreds. Kimberly, oh my God, Kimberly. Midnight math, welcome. Yeah, I'm trying to get here earlier so I can catch everybody before they go to bed. 700. No, Angel. 704. 34 looks like that. It's the angle. That's what it is. Maybe if I did this. Maybe if I did that, that'd be better. Right? 730. Yeah, it's the angle. I know. I know, because don't forget, like, this is through the. Oh, how's that? Okay. I think. Yep, 730. And that's our last one. We have our hundreds, our tens, and our ones. It's 2 a.m. Yeah, crazy. Ah, funny. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. 596. Yay. That's it. Well done, everybody. Well done. So, you can do adding, subtracting, multiplication, division on the abacus, but right now I am going to sign off. I've been on for a little bit. I think if I was thought this was when I was younger. I would have been better at math. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I apologize. Your screen time has been past 2 minutes. Try using your mobile device to view the comments. What? All right. I'm sorry. Yes. When will you be back? Tomorrow morning. I'm going to be back tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tomorrow is Thursday. Tomorrow's Thursday. No, tomorrow is what? Tomorrow is Wednesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. So I will be back on Pacific Standard Time. Yep. Yep. Um I'm going to try to be more yeah. I'm trying to get the schedule going. So that's what it is. Oh, there you go. Tomorrow, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you, Nan Sun. Yeah, but I'm live pretty often, at least once a day. Oh! Before I forget, June 13, I'm out. I gotta start writing this down. June 13, I'll be out. I'll be back in 10 days, so you won't see me. Any after school? I can. What time? Like after school? What time? Like, and what's the time zone? Darwin, what's your time zone? PST. Okay, so what time is after school? After school is what? 3 or 4? 4? Tomorrow? Yeah? Okay. Okay. So tomorrow at 4 Central Link. It's nice to pop in. You've gained a follower. Oh yeah. Thank you, Angel. Have a good night. Have a good night. 4. All right. So we'll make it a plan. So tomorrow 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. and I'll try and come and then I won't stay on long and then I'll do another one that's 8 p.m. tomorrow. So that's the schedule for tomorrow. That will be the schedule for tomorrow. If that's okay, Link. Yeah. Cool. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for following. 8 p.m. works. Oh, okay, good. Okay, then I'll do 8 p.m. So I'm going to cross this out. Because what I want to do is I want to publish a couple of books. I have another book that I need to finish. So it'll give me time to go live and then publish. You don't have to do after school. Okay, good. Okay, good. Yeah. Um yeah, I'll do 8 a.m. and then 8 p.m. because I want to try to get this book out the door. Oh.